this is Jessica K, and welcome to Chakra Talk. So we've been discussing the 12 chakra system, and this is so vital and important as we ascend to work with all of these chakras, all 12 of them. Some of you may have been working with the 7 chakras already, the 7 chakras associated with the body, and found that it's really helpful to work with them, clean them, clear them, cleanse them. And now that we are ascending, we have 12 chakras to work with now. These are 5D chakras that we're working with, and it's allowing us to bring in these higher energies. And as we're able to bring in these higher energies, it's allowing us to shift the physicality much more quickly. So for me, when I started working with the 12 chakras, it really helped me shift easier with the energies to feel more in the flow, and I didn't have as much ascension symptoms as they talk about. So feeling tired or run down or all of that. Really working with those 12 chakras really kind of jump starts us and really gets us into the flow of things and helps the body feel better and easier, more easily integrate these energies coming through. So we started with the Earth Chakra, Earth Star Chakra, that real grounding into it. And now we're moving into the Root Chakra. So the Root Chakra is located at the very base of our spine, at that perineum, that soft space. And it is our grounding into the earth also. So if we think it's shaped downward, we've got this vortex that is pulling that energy up from the earth and bringing it into our physicality. This has to do with our basic survival instincts. And when we work with this chakra, it really grounds our other chakras, our other 6 chakras, into the physicality and into alignment. So it is the base of our alignment. We think of our energetic foundation so that we can feel very strong in the body, in our energies, and connected to the earth. So one of the things to think about when we are working with this chakra is if we're not feeling very grounded, there may be stuff going on. People that have experienced abuse, whether it is physical, sexual, even emotional abuse, have a tendency to dissociate. And that means their energy is leaving the body. It is definitely not grounded into the earth. So that's where, for people that have had abuse, it's going to be this work on embodiment to really get into that root chakra and explore and sit with the fear and all of the fight or flight, all of that may be coming up. Even for people that are not, have not experienced abuse in this life, still the root chakra, which is, the portal to our grounding and connection to Mother Earth, is still the reservoir of where we have most of our fear stored. And any time that we've been scared, anytime we switch into fight or flight, even that stress, it's connected to the adrenal glands. So anytime that cortisol is pumping and we're feeling stressed, it's going to cause us problems in our root area, that kind of tensing up and tightening of the body. So this is a good place to melt into, to explore, and to see what's going on. And one of the best ways to work with the root chakra is through color. So the color of the root chakra is red, which is why I'm wearing red today. And we imagine that it's supposed to be this brilliant, bright red light. So anytime we think of the color of these chakras, it is the color of that light, that red light in that root chakra. And as I said, it's facing downwards into the earth, pulling up that earth energy. So it goes, from the perineum all the way up, and then the opposite would be the crown. So the energy coming out the top, that's where the other end of these vortices are. So we have our root, we want it open and flowing clockwise and having that beautiful red light. So if you go in and check in and it might look muddy or it might look dark, that shows that there's opportunities for us to bring in some more light frequencies and work with it. I know for a while I was having some root issues, feeling very tight down in my pelvis area and just not feeling at ease in my body. So I actually imagined that I had this beautiful red light surrounding my bottom area. So I was deeply connected into the earth, but also had that light down there. And it really helped provide ease to the body and to the system as I was then able to work with what came up. So like I said, it is around fear, survival, but also power. So any issues that we may be having around power, maybe overbearing or feeling like people are being overbearing to us, those issues around power are going to be rooted in the root. And that's where exploring that energy system and seeing what memories come up, what experiences come up, holding a gentle, loving space for ourselves while we explore these chakras. And that's why we're going through these slowly, so that we can spend some good time with each chakra, supporting it with the color. There's also sounds that you can support it with. One of my favorite things to do to support my chakras is stones. So the stones that I use to support my root chakra are red garnet. Red garnet is very tied into the physicality and the protection of the body. It's also got that deep red color of the root chakra. I also like black obsidian, black onyx. Black onyx is very protective. So if we're feeling like we need protection so that we can feel safe as we journey into this chakra and see what it may hold for us to explore and to work with and to hold, you might want to work with black onyx because it's very protecting. Another one that I really like to use is hematite. So hematite is magnetic and it's also extremely grounding. And this is helpful for me because for a long time I was dissociated out of my body and I needed something to help bring me in deeply into my body so that I could engage in that embodiment and know what it really felt like to be safe in the body. And part of that embodiment, when you start actually pulling yourself into the body and being in the body, is stuff is going to start coming up. And this is part of the reason why many people dissociate, because they're not prepared in that time or that moment to deal with what's happening to them or to the body. So that's where I say this is a journey of the brave and the courageous. It is something that you do as you have taken care of yourself, you're feeling well rested, and you say, okay, I want to help connect deeper with my body. I want to heal my soul and my body through the intertwined connection of us and start experiencing some of that stuff that's in there. All the while being able to bring ourselves back to the breath and back to the remembrance of we are here in this now moment. We are not the same person that experienced those events. And we are in a place where we can work with them, where we can see them, and we can love ourselves and the pieces of ourselves that did have that experience through that moment. So it is about empathizing deeply with yourself and sitting with the pieces of yourself that you dissociated because we left. We've dissociated from those parts of ourselves that had to experience it. So in the root, there's going to be this, co-merging back in with those parts, which is beautiful. We want to move towards wholeness. We want to feel that integration. And part of that is working with those difficult situations and working with those traumas from the past. So in order to integrate that, we're going to have to sit with ourselves and love ourselves and be gentle with ourselves. And also, you don't have to solve all of the issues in the root at one time. So just doing it for a little bit, saying, maybe 2 minutes today, I will go into my root and see and sit. And then telling those parts of yourself, I'm here, I'm with you, and then I'm going to have to go and I'll be back. And coming back, spending time over and over as you can, as you're able to cope with and handle, having that regular time with yourself, and you will then begin forming those relationships within yourself. I'm a big proponent of internal family systems, and that is, we have all these pieces of ourselves and we're just trying to bring them into wholeness, and that is through regular conversation. So how do you build a relationship with somebody else? You remain in regular contact with them. You build a relationship with them. That's what we need to do with our parts. We need to be in regular contact with them. We need to build a relationship with them so that in our totality, we can let down our guard and we can heal those wounds and traumas of the past. And we can really work with ourselves and be with ourselves. So that is working with the root chakra. That is bringing ourselves, bringing our energy and our being into our body, grounding deeply into Mother Earth, knowing that she will nurture us and hold us as we explore the traumas of this life. And also, this is about this body, but there's also, this body is the connection to our ancestors. And because of our spirit being here, it is the connection to our past lives. So there's lots of information in that root chakra for us to work on. So I say be gentle, go slowly, spend a little bit of time in your sacred space going into this place, and make sure that you're feeling safe and connected. Even bringing yourself into your body, meditating a little bit before you decide to journey into the root chakra. And we will do some meditations, some brief meditations as we go through. I'll add some of those in. But for now, I just want you to be aware of what is held in this root chakra and why it's so important to work with it, and the importance it holds with embodiment. Because it is very, very important. As we work on embodiment, it's going to be the first place that we really want to connect into the body and get grounded. So that's the other thing too. When you're working with the root chakra, wear that red. And it doesn't have to be a shirt. You can, have a scarf or have some red objects around you. Even, when you're working with the root chakra, if you want to do it through a creative means, through art or journaling, one of the best ways to work with these energies is through creative means. It helps bring it out. So even drawing a picture of what the chakra looks like now, and then after you've worked on it for a while, what does it look like? Or it could be a weekly, what does my root chakra look like today? And giving yourself information about what's going on in your energy body and where you are and what's coming up for you. Now, do remember, even those of us that have been working on these chakras for years, decades, this is where any issues around our survival or fight or flight are going to exist. So having extreme amounts of stress, not feeling grounded or connected to nature, and then anything stressful in our life is going to trigger issues around the root that we can, once again, like I said before, intrusive memories, an opportunity to heal into wholeness. So whenever we're triggered, it's like, oh, there's some more work to do. Let's look into this. Let's get curious. Let's get gentle, and let's get very kind with ourselves and see what's going on, because now is the opportunity. This life is like a spiral, a healing spiral that we keep going around and coming to the same issues. So we are going to be working with these chakras as long as we are embodied. We have this opportunity to shift these energies inside of us and work with them. So it's a gift that we will be reminded of where to go. Time to work on the root again. Even when I notice myself starting to wear red a lot more, I say, oh, okay, I'm wanting to feel supported. I'm wanting to feel powerful. What am I walking into that I want the support, and being kind with myself around that? Or is there something coming up that I need to heal? So just paying attention, that self-awareness. What's going on with me? What is my beingness telling me? Oh, we've got a lot of red going on. Okay. So it's root chakra time. It is root chakra time. So when we think of the root chakra and what is balanced, what we find is that we're standing in our integrity. We're able to set good boundaries. We feel powerful and strong, not needing to push people over and get out of the way, but feeling powerful and strong in our own integrity. And being able to set those boundaries, but just being able to set the boundary and moving away. When we are out of balance, that's where we find the aggression, the frustration, even setting those boundaries like a electric fence boundary. That's going to be out of balance. So we look at these words, integrity, boundaries, seeing how they set with us and how we're working with them, how we feel in our own beingness with that root chakra. And if we're setting really strict, hard boundaries, then we need to look at what's going on with our root chakra. Or if our boundaries are kind of lax and they need to be a little bit stronger, look at what's going on around with our chakra. And if we're able to set good boundaries, good strong boundaries, and be able to continue interacting with the world around us, feeling in our integrity and in our power, then we can know that things are going well with our root chakra. So all of this self-awareness and checking in with the root chakra helps us know where we are in our foundation. We want to make sure that we have a good, strong foundation. And if there's areas that need work, or if there's cracks in that foundation, to work and address them. And as always, we're addressing this with love and gentleness and kindness. Any issues that we have in that root chakra are because of a lack of love and gentleness and kindness. So it could be with trauma or feeling overwhelmed and not safe. So as always, the antidote is going to be that love and gentle kindness that we give to ourselves. And along with that, I like to bring in the archangels. So each one of our chakras has an archangel that is associated with it in the 12 chakra, format. And Archangel Gabriel is associated with the root chakra. So Archangel Gabriel is this beautiful silver white light. It is a being of unknown parallel, just amazing, beautiful being that is willing to help us in our root chakra and support us as we grow and as we are able to heal. So bringing in that archangelic gentle presence into our beingness, into our root chakra, to help us heal through whatever traumas and whatever stress we're experiencing there will help. It's always nice to know who to call on to help us when we're having a rough time. So in the root chakra, that's going to be Archangel Gabriel, who is always happy to join us in sacred space and help us heal. So we'll definitely have more information coming about the root chakra, and we'll move into the sacral chakra. But until then, wear that red, check out that root chakra, and see what's going on. Let us know, drop a comment, like, subscribe. We'll continue to bring out this wonderful information. Lots of love.